So let's see this. I'm trying to configure the version in the Jenkins job. Okay. As part of it, I have added the credentials of Harry. Choose that Harry. Okay. So if you choose that, the red color alert is gone. Nothing but it could able to successfully authenticate this SVN repository. Okay, your Jenkins. That's it. Your source code management section is done. So as part of your CS steps, okay, so checking out the code, source code management stuff is done. So you provide the input to your Jenkins job, so saying like this one, so you are you just check it out and perform the build. So next thing is you need to provide the build details, like you want to perform the build, right? So okay, there is one more section, build triggers. I'll come over there later. Okay, so build section. In build section, which scripting language you are using to perform the build? Is it a add? Is it a Maven? Is it a Gradle? Okay, is it a bash script? Is it a shell script? So your n number of scripting things are over here. You choose any one of it. So right now, okay, we'll choose the what we'll choose. We'll choose Maven, guys. Top level Maven targets. Okay. So, but to choose the Maven, right? First and foremost, I should have the Maven project in my subversion code. Do I have a Maven project here? No, right? So now what I will do, let me try to commit the proper project code from our Maven. Okay. DevOps, Maven. What is Maven? Hello world. We'll choose this hello world. SVN checkout. You need to provide a username. Hyphen username. Harry. Otherwise it will take my system name. Harry. Get into trunk. SVN delete star. SVNCI hyphen n. Delete it all. I'm just cleaning up my directory, guys, nothing else. So just clean up. Now we will copy this hello world content. Control C to trunk. Okay. And before that, cross check your format XML is everything is good, right? Up. Sorry, SVN add dot. Sorry, SVN add star. I was a bit confused between git and SVN commands. Okay, SVN git add dot is adding, SVN add star is adding. So now all files are added. Just try to commit it. Added hello world project. Everything is good, but target should have not added. See, we don't want target to be there. Right? Target will be automatically generated. So delete the target. Target. SVN commit hyphen delete target. Okay. So please cross check the term. Do you have the POM and SRC? Okay. Now let's go. So let's try to run a goal call package. Okay. If you try to run the package, right, it will perform the build, compilation, unit test, packaging, and generating a execution of test reports, test cases, everything it will do it. Okay. So in advanced section, you can find in case like if you want to pass any properties. Okay, you can pass properties like -p version, blah 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 blah. Okay. So if you want to inject any build variables, you can inject it actually. Okay. So JVM options also you can provide. In case if a developer says like my build requires some special JVM options, you can feed it. But right now our build doesn't require anything. Okay. Settings.file. See, typically the settings.file contains the authentication details of your Artifactory server. Okay. So let's not use any authentication details part. Let's see a plain build. Okay. Now post build action. So once the build is done, I want to report the unit test. Okay. So typically you can find publish JUnit test results. Can you see this? Use this. Okay. So you can find your JUnit test results in target. Am I right? Target inside test reports. Okay. /star.xml. It's clearly there here. Can you see target test report? So this is what the structure. You can find all your XMLs out there. If you want, you can check it out once the build is done. Apply. Okay, fine. My job is ready now, right? So now, guys, you there? Are you online? All of you? Shashi, Vamshi.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay, I see few guys offline. Kiran. Okay, no problem. So this project is ready, guys. Okay, now let's try to trigger this. Once the project is ready, go to the home. You can find this project out here. Okay, project nothing, a job, a Jenkins job. Now you can find a job, and if you take a mouse over into the hash color ball, it is not bad. Nothing but the project has been created. The job has been created, but never triggered. Okay, so to trigger this, triggering nothing but executing the steps what you configured out there. Okay, you choose the build now. Build now is the button which will trigger all your steps. Just click on it. Right, can you see this? It has started triggering the bell, and if you click on that progressive bar, you can see the console output, what exactly it is doing. Did you observe this? It successfully checked out the code. Can you see this? Your main format XML. Okay, and once it checked, and where exactly it checked out code? Can you see the Linux agent here? The Linux agent, it successfully checked out the code, but the thing is, it failed because the Maven command is unable to run. Of course, right, in your Linux machine, I don't think we have a Maven installed there. Okay, that's the reason it would have failed. Maybe first of all, Java is there here. Java is there, but Maven, I'm not sure. I don't think Maven is there here. Okay, so Maven is not there. That's the reason it is failing. So let's try to set up the Maven in your Linux machine. Okay, because that is where it is running at the moment. So how do we set up the Maven in Linux? Trying to set up the Maven in my Linux machine. Come on, down now. Okay, if it is a Linux machine, go for the tar ones. Copy link address. Go to your Linux. Bitbucket. This is pathetic. Just a size of 8 MB. It is going like anything. Okay, so let it go on. So meanwhile, we'll try to configure the Maven part over here. Okay, so go to the, see if you want to go to the same configuration section. Okay, in this you can see this, right? You can find a configuration section. Just click on it. It will take you to the same configuration page. So here, where is my build section here? Use default Maven settings. Okay, okay. Go to the manage Jenkins, configure system, Maven. Guys, can you see? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me? Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. There is.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm trying to set up
But your the options which you are explaining there.
option. I'm in the Jenkins dashboard actually at the moment. Can't you see the Jenkins dashboard?
A little bit slow the screen which you are explaining.
Oh, really? Some problem. Network very slow. You're right.
Network.
Not sure. Every day this time it goes completely slow. Okay. What do you see right now in my screen? Manage Jenkins page.
Yes, yes. Manager.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a moment. Yeah, here it is. They moved from the configure section. So global tool configuration. So we can set up the Maven path over here actually somewhere. Yes, add Maven. Okay, my MEN. This can install automatically. Now go to the Linux agent. Okay, under configure section. Tools location. Add my MEN. Okay, now you need to provide the path of your Maven. So it is downloaded successfully tar minus .xvf Apache Maven. Get into Apache Maven. pwd. Okay, copy this, paste it, save. Now we can create one more thing. Environment variable. Let's try to add m2 underscore home. So this is also required, guys, because just like you're trying to set up your local environment, so something like you're producing it over here. Now disconnect your slave once, okay, and launch it again. Okay, come back to your build job and try to build it now and see. Same error. Command failed. No such file or directory. Maven version. No Java C. Okay, got it, guys. Seems Java version. Which Java we have it? 1.7.0. Echo Java. Oh. Java C. Okay. C. Java is there. Java C is not there. Okay. Give me some time, guys. Let me set up the machine properly. Then only you can run it. Okay. So we installed the Java runtime environment, but not the development environment. So it is unable to find the Java. Which user bin Java. Okay. And what exactly this is having? Where is Java? It is in Java. User. Okay. 1.7.1. Okay. Guys, we don't have a JDK installed in this machine. That's for sure. I see all our GRE. Okay, can you see this? Under this, all our GRE. So we need to install the JDK. Not the problem. So solving is easier, but downloading the software is a pain. Download JDK 1.7. Mine it is gone. Guys, can you hear me? It seems my internet is gone. You there? Hello?
Yeah.
Guys, can you hear me now? Guys, can you hear me? You there? All of you?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
And
thanks guys. So I'm using my mobile as a hotspot
Yes, we
now.
can hear.
Something wrong with the broadband. Just a second. Okay, so I'm trying to install the JDK on the machine. It is failing. The reason there is no JDK available. So why JDK is, the JDK contains the compiler actually, which is a JavaC command. Okay, right now the JavaC command not available in this Linux machine. Only Java is available. So it is a runtime, the runtime environment, which is JRE. Can you see this? All are JREs only. Okay, it says it's JRE OpenJDK. Okay, I don't see the JDK one. So to get the JavaC command or the Java compiler, we need to install the JDK. So that's what I'm searching now. Let's try to install the JDK in the Linux machine, then proceed further. Until this, we cannot compile it. Come down. I accept. Linux 64-bit. 64-bit. Go for the tar file. Copy link Z. Exit. wget. Let's see how fast it downloads. Let's download it here first. It's 146 MB. What? It's too huge. Asking for username, password. I don't know. I don't remember it. I forgot the password of this Oracle site. Any other shortcut? Install OpenJDK. Let's see. Okay, it's done. Let's see where it installed. J Java. Okay, okay. Java C. Okay, we found the Java C finally. So this is the path. Copy the path. Copy. Exit. Go to the bash profile. Java underscore home. Paste this. Dollar Java underscore home slash bin. Okay. Dot bash profile. Enter. Java hyphen version. Good. Java C. Good. Now it should work. Come back to the project. Build now. Failed again. Disconnect. We made many changes, right? So let's try to disconnect and reconnect. Launch agent again. Try now. Cannot run Maven in directory. Maven. This is available. What is available? Okay, here once you create over there, try to choose your my Maven here. It should work now. Build now. Great. Okay. Here and there missing. Completely fresh setup, right? So that is spend good amount of time. And as you know, Maven when it is running first time, it downloads a lot of binaries, okay, libraries from internet, and this take a bit of time. And from next build launch, it should be good. Okay. So this is how you create your first job and complete the successful job run. Only one-time effort, especially with respect to Jenkins, right? Whatever you do, it's a one-time effort, and the rest of the time you just keep monitoring of it. That's it. You don't have to do anything. It keeps running. So this completes a typical normal job configuration. Okay, so in this job configuration we have more features apart from that. Okay, the important feature is scheduling. This is most important feature. So this scheduling is two types. One is time based and another is pole based. Okay, these two important types of scheduling is most important. Why scheduling is required is, see, a build is taking 3 hours of time. Okay, now nobody wants to run that build in the daytime. They want to run it in the night. So maybe night 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Okay, so do you want to wake up in the night 10 o'clock and trigger the build? Nobody wants to do that. Okay, see, it's a software. It should be able to handle itself, right? So that's called scheduling. So if you wanted to schedule a job to be triggered automatically on a given time, okay, that can be done with the scheduling feature, and you need to mention what time you want to run it. It will automatically run. So that feature will see it. So just go to the, let it go on. I mean, we can browse it. It will be going in the background. Okay, we don't want to do anything about that. So once it is completed, we can see the status of it. So there is a feature called scheduling, and that we also call build triggers. Can you see this build trigger? And the build periodically is the one which will schedules the jobs on a given time. Okay, and again, the Jenkins scheduling follows typically the Linux cron job syntax. Okay, so what exactly a Linux cron job syntax is? There will be some 5 stars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This 5 stars will talk about your entire time, date and time. Okay, the first star talks about minutes, and the second star talks about hours, and third star talks about day of the month, and the fourth star talks about month of the year, and the fifth one is day of the week. Okay, now let me write down the minimum and maximum values of each. In an hour, sorry, in a minute, how many seconds are there, guys? Sorry, yeah, I'm very sorry. In an hour, how many minutes are there? 0 to 59. Okay, so your first star value should be always from 0 to 59. If you try to provide 60 or 61, 70 or any value, right, it's invalid. That's it. The value which you're presenting in the first character should be 0 to 59. And the second character, how many hours in a day? 0 to 23. The 24, 25 are those values will not be valid. Okay, let me give a tab so that it is easy. Now, day of the month, okay, 1 to 31. How many days in a month? Minimum and maximum. Minimum is 1, maximum is 31, okay. You don't have a 32 days and 33 days and all, okay. And month of the year, 1 to 12. How many months in a year? Okay. And day of the week, how many days in a week? That's it, 1 to 7, right. So these are the minimum and maximum values of these 5 stars. Now let me give an example. Somebody asks you to schedule, okay, in a given time. The time is every day, okay, morning 6 a.m. This is what my scheduling interval. Okay, every day morning 6 a.m. So for this, what will be the format of above stars? Okay, so every day morning 6, right? Okay, so star 6 star 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 star. This is what the format for it. Did you get it? Every day morning 6 hours, right? 6 o'clock. Okay. So somebody asked a question. If it becomes PM, what will happen? Okay. This will become what? 18. Okay. So this format you need to provide, okay, in the schedule box. So you should understand first of all how the cron job works. Okay. What is the cron job format? So this is what the format. Okay. Now, I cannot show you the night 6 o'clock or morning 6 o'clock one, but I can show you one for definitely. What is the time in my Linux machine at the moment? Okay, the time is 1847 guys. Okay, now what I will do, 49, 18 star star star. So in another 1 minute, it should trigger automatically. Apply, and save it. I'm not doing anything, guys. The fifth build is failed. Let it fail. We'll see the results later. But right now, date is okay. Now it is 6:48. At 6:49, I mean at the evening 6:49, it should trigger the build automatically, and that will be the sixth build. Okay, I'm not triggering anything, guys. Okay, I just configured that format. Let's see. Just keep watching the time. Okay, so 6:48:19. So 6:49 should trigger actually. 24. Wait for a few more seconds. Okay. Instead of waiting, meanwhile we can look into this fifth build failure. Why it is failed? Come down. Okay, and the build is success, guys. But publish. Okay, unit test report. Okay, no test report. Fine. Why there is no test reports? Just click on the workspace, guys. You can find the target. What are all the files checked out over there? You can see it from the browser itself. Click on target. Where okay, it's a surefire reports. Sorry, we have to provide something like this. Target surefire. Okay, before doing that, did you guys observe my sixth build is going on? Who triggered it? Not me. Okay, can you see this? Who triggered this? Started by timer. Okay, that's called like time-based scheduling, guys. Okay, let's fix the build issue first of all. Only thing is it is failing. The reason it is the path which I gave it is wrong one. It's not test reports. It's a target surefire reports. Okay, apply, save it. Now you try to trigger. You can manually trigger. You can schedule. Doesn't matter. Okay. Let's see. When you do the second time build, right, guys, did you see, is it really downloading everything? No, because it's already downloaded and it is recorded test as well. Now the build is successful. There's no issue at all. Can you see blue color? The build is successful. Click on the successful build now. So when you click on the successful build, can you see test results here? Click on this. It will show you the test results. What are all the tests are there? There's only one test is there which is successful. There's nothing else is there. Okay. One test is successful. It took 1 millisecond, and if you just click on this, it will take you to the app test. See, right now we have only one test, okay, and that test is passed. This is how we report it, guys, okay, and the build is successful and people can see. And then you know what, among all of them, the workspace will give you what are all the files it checked out. You can see your source code and your output folder, everything, okay, and if you want, you can download them as a zip as well. Can you see this? All files in zip. It just downloads everything by making a zip, okay. And build now you know anyway, configure you know anyway, okay. Changes, what do you mean by changes? What are all the changes made from last build to this build? Right now no changes, okay. Let me make some changes and I will show you what exactly happening out there, okay. So echo hello a.txt, I'm just adding a file, guys. Get svn add a.txt, svn commit -m added a.txt, just for fun. That's it. Okay. Now we try to trigger the build. Now the build has been triggered, and can you see this eighth build added a.txt just for fun? Who added? Harry. And click on the details. You can see plus symbol nothing but added. What file? a.txt. Okay. And the revision number this. So this is how we can get the changes details over here under the Jenkins. Okay, whatever has been done. Okay, and you can see a nice graph as well for number of builds successful. There are 2 builds successful. Okay, so how many test cases? 1 test case. So it is a graph like between the builds. Okay, if tomorrow you have 500 test cases, okay, 1 build successful, 300 test cases, another build 400. So you can find a nice graph here. Right now we don't have those many tests here, but it's a form of the automatic graph. Status is the same thing, guys. This page, and back to dashboard is the one which will take you to the home page. Okay, so this is a simple straightforward job configuration. Move, I see a new feature. I don't know what exactly this is. Let me see. Where do you want to move this? I'll find it out. Okay, this seems to be like by looking at this feature, what I understand is move is something like this entire job we can move it to some other Jenkins server. Like you might have like 2 Jenkins servers, right? We can move from here to there. I'm thinking that was a feature, but I never seen this in earlier Jenkins. We'll find it out. Okay, so these are the important options. You can find all these in the every version of the Jenkins, guys. Okay, so in this job configuration, only thing is I need to discuss a few more features apart from source control, build, and time-based trigger. There are few more are there. Okay, I'll go through them one by one, all of them in a tomorrow's session, guys. Okay, few I missed it actually here, disable all these things. Okay, we'll see all of them in a tomorrow's session. Any questions still here? Kiran, Mahendra, Shashi, Vamshi, were you able to follow?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So I'm stopping now. We'll catch up tomorrow, guys. Okay, we'll continue the same session. Thank you all. See you.